We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. With Maxwell Silverhammer. We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.
Yeah, bitches.
Oh, yeah, bitches.
We are, once again, it is Saturday afternoon. What are we, July 27th?
Oh, you don't know what day it is?
You know, it sounds like somebody had to know.
You had to think for a second there, fuckface. It is the 27th of July. I am Cruise Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And this is the Nothing Sacred Show. We're chilling on our weekend, enjoying the fact that we have lives and we have fucking productive lives and everything's good. And
yeah, you know, now I have something for Facebook, dude. I get these emails and notifications from Facebook all the time. Yeah. You haven't shared anything to your page in a while. Like, nigga, if I want to share something to my page, I'll share something to my page. I don't need you to remind me.
I don't even post on there. I'm pretty much done with Facebook most of the time. It's just full of stupid now. You know?
Yeah. Well, and the other thing I get is Facebook Business, where they say, you know, boost your post for $30. And see, that's the thing. I haven't done that. Well, you know, I don't plan to, you know.
Watch out because, you know, there's antitrust shit going on with Facebook and privacy violations with Facebook and Google. A whole bunch of crazy shit going on in the world, and everyone's a racist. You know, every white person's a racist, every black person's a victim, every gay person's a victim.
Which is funny too, man, because you know Irish people were slaves. So can you imagine the Irish going?
No. They're all white now. They're just white. They weren't slaves.
They weren't slaves.
And if they were slaves, they were still more privileged slaves than the black slaves.
Oh, okay. Even though they used to get thrown overboard on the slave ships when you know, they ran out of food and shit like that.
Well, when they were drowning, they were more privileged than the other black people drowning with them.
So they got a death privilege. They got to go to heaven quicker.
The sharks ignored them because they're white, because they were privileged and they ate all the black people. So some of the white people were able to survive and swim to shore because they were white. You know how privilege works, you know, man. Because the shark was like, oh wait, that's a white dude, man. He's man, hey, what's up, whitey? And they high five, fin to hand. Well, and then the shark would over and ate a black person.
But you got to remember, man. You know, you are what you eat, and black people eat a lot of chicken, so therefore they must taste like chicken, right?
Yeah, but white people eat a lot of red meat, so it really just depends, you know, what they want, you know.
True, but ain't nothing like some fried chicken, man.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Meat ain't nothing like some fried chicken, especially for them sharks, man.
Hell yeah. So, and plus, I'm shadow banned on Facebook. I'm pretty sure I am, dude, because they don't. I used to get a shitload of comments on my stuff, and now like barely anybody sees things.
Oh, you know? I'm sure something's going on with that, man. Maybe they know you're blind, but so they can't completely ban you.
Right. But I say some offensive shit, so they do, you know.
Or as you can call it, a blind ban, you know, like maybe
a bland.
A bland.
I'm bland, man. Bland from Facebook. But well, you know, man, I've been watching a lot of these ultimate public freakouts on YouTube, which are like, you know, people
losing their shit in public, you know.
Yeah, losing their shit in public.
Like the guy who's in the fucking bagel shop talking about women. He went fucking.
Yeah, that kind of shit. Or they're arguing with a clerk or something.
Yeah, it's always McDonald's. They're fucking losing their shit because their fries were cold or some fucked up shit.
But you know what's funny, dude, is their big threat to everybody is, you're going to be on Facebook, you're going to be on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. It's like, so fucking what?
No,
who cares?
The big threat should be from the other people is, dude, you're going to be on YouTube.
Yeah, you're going to be on YouTube.
You're going to be looking like a moron on YouTube.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's their first shit. That same thing happened at Rum Runner when that black girl put her feet on the pool table, and Tifa Train, you know, told her to, you know, take her feet down, and she was like, "Well, you going on Facebook, you racist bitch? You going on Facebook?" And you know, it's the same. It's like, who cares? Everybody's on Facebook. Everybody's on YouTube.
And that's the thing, man. We everyone's got a camera now, and everyone's on Facebook. So you see all the stupid shit that everyone does. So no one has any faith in anyone anymore because we see all this. The stupid shit is out. No one sees like just the normal shit, right?
No, hell no. Like somebody going to the store and getting their shit and going home.
I'm going all fucking soft, man. Honestly, I've realized I'm gonna start doing this more often, dude.
Oh yeah.
You know, like okay, you know how like when you have bad service, let's say at a fast food restaurant, right?
Right,
you have
right,
bad
right.
service. I don't usually say shit. I just leave my fucking tray. You know, that's how we always.
Oh, that's been our policy. Yeah, we do that all the time.
We'll go up to the fucking counter and go, our food was shit. I
don't think we've ever done that.
No, really. we don't do that because it's just a waste of time, and we have better things to do with our time than that. So we just fucking go. It's fast food. You know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
at a restaurant, you'll go, excuse me, I need to speak to the manager, or could you please get me a replacement for this meal? But at a fast food, just fucking take it. But you know what people don't also do a lot? Is when you have it, I'm gonna we were talking about this, but I'm gonna go into my little story here.
Okay.
And we're gonna go back and forth because I'm tired of. You know what? I'm tired. By the way, audience, I'm telling you, I'm taking a stand now. I'm tired of being second fiddle in terms of stories and input on this
I thought you were getting soft, man. You were relaxing.
Yeah. Well, I am in a way. I am because I'm getting more like let's be happy to the world. Because here's what I'm doing now. I went to Mickey D's the other day. Had a fucking great great little meal. Went out my Friday, first day off. I'm in a good mood, feeling good,
Yeah.
Go up there, sit down, and I order my food. It was McMuffins, the sausage McMuffins, 2 for $3, by the way, fucking dope.
I thought you liked the McGriddle. That was your shit.
Not anymore, man. It's too expensive too, man. I'm not paying $4 for when I can get 2 fucking other sandwiches for $3.
That's true.
Anymore. I just don't. Anyway, so I'm sitting there, and I wasn't really in a hurry. I was just chilling, sitting, waiting, listening to the cool. Because it's weird. The McDonald's has all this nostalgic music. Like they played Crowded House.
Oh wow.
They don't have Don't Dream It's Over. But then they played fucking like old fucking Phil Collins. They just play. They have a good. But I'm just chilling, listening. And the lady who works behind the counter, and I hear them behind the counter. Having a good time. They're like, all right, in line, all right, and they're laughing, having a good time. Lady comes up to me and goes, I'm so sorry, we have to make your muffins, so it's going to take a little bit longer. I'm like, oh, that's fine, no worries, thank you very much for letting me know. She goes, oh, no worries.
That's totally cool.
So so she walks back, and then the guy comes out, he's all asking everyone how they're doing, he's wiping the tables down. So I'm like sitting there, I'm like, you know what? I go up and ask for a bag because I had some food left over, and I go, you guys just want to let you know, is your manager? She goes, well, she's busy. I go, I don't want you to bug her, but I want to let you guys know. Thank you very much for doing a great job. You guys always seem like you're in a good mood. Thank you.
So in other words, giving props for good service.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Giving props for good service and just kind of saying fuck you to the no service because these people, half the time it's not even their fault.
Right.
I mean, there might be a schmug, like one schmuck who's in the line, but everyone else in the line might know that guy's a schmuck and you fucked up again. It happens all the time at my job. People tell people shit that that's not true all the time. Like, you guaranteed this to me, this, and this. And I'm like, we can't guarantee. Well, they did. And it's like, well, you fucking idiots, because they make it harder than everybody else. But those people who are really doing a good job and actually, in good look, they should fucking know.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to fucking do. All you do is walk up and go, hey, you guys did a great job. And they go, oh, and you can tell they're like, hey, all right, hey, it makes them feel good, and it's fucking effortless, dude. It's so fucking easy. That's what I meant by getting. It's easy to spread the love, spread the word of happiness, and just be happy. Encourage good behavior. Encourage good behavior. Encourage the good. And
actually, no, that's a good policy, man. Because and I've done that a few times. Like if I've gotten cool drivers with paratransit, I'll call in a compliment or. Like with this Tango car thing that I've been using. The very first driver I got, he was really cool, made sure he found me, all that stuff. So I called in a good comment for him.
It's like reinforcing good behavior, reinforcing good habits, because it works with yourself as well. Like some days, man, I'll get up, because I do my workout on my lunch now. When I go to lunch at 1, I have a 45-minute lunch. So that's the perfect time to jump, especially because in the summer it gets fucking hot and I don't have air. So about 1 o'clock, it's still kind of cool. It's not super hot yet, usually, unless it's fucking just crazy. But so I start doing that, and some days I'm like getting off that once. I'm like, I'll just sit around, and I'm like, no, just get the fuck on there, bounce a bit, and get your shit done, and then you're like, and then afterwards you're like, hey, you did it, man. You're like, fuck yeah, all right, good job.
Well, that's it. I get like that too with the treadmill. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, and then I'm like, no, you're self-motivating.
Well, and here's the thing: I've been doing that trampoline for 7 months, and I know it's not for everybody. Like, I don't think you've probably been using it that much.
I don't use it as much, man.
Yeah,
once in a while.
If you just get on it and just kind of get used to it, but I know I've talked about it before. Regardless, when I'm there, I'll use it. I'll use it for you. But anyway, but the point is. A couple weeks ago, I had my trampoline. I was bouncing on it and this is my old trampoline, and I'll explain in a second. My old trampoline, and the mat broke like a snap.
Oh shit!
And it was a really freak act. Like I actually called, and by the way, the company that Maximus Pro, by the way, the company that I got that from, while I no longer have that trampoline, it is a fantastic company. They sent me a mat back within 2 days from the UK, free of charge.
Nice.
They said they no questions asked. I sent them a picture, but they said, just make sure you're bouncing. And I go, yeah. And they go, this is a really weird thing. This because our mats are very. And they go, we're sending you out, and we don't have any in the U.S., but we're going to send you one out anyways. And they sent me one out. I got it about 4 days after I called them. So,
nice.
So if you do get it, you start jumping on that, and you have issues, I would definitely register it. Just using the Amazon order number.
Okay.
They will take care of you. So they are very good on that. So, and I didn't have any warranty through Amazon. I just called I just emailed the company. They emailed me back and said, okay, we're getting taken care of you. And I was. But anyways, the point is, for a couple of days, I was sitting there and I got panicked. Like a little bit.
Like when my treadmill broke.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I was like, oh fuck. I was like, oh man, what am I gonna do? And I thought, you know what? I love this fucking thing. So I went out and I bought the most expensive fucking rebounder I could find called the Cellar Sizer. It's the best in the fucking market. It has a 5-year fucking warranty. So I went out and bought another one because I couldn't handle not having though I got the mat back. So I gave my other one to my brother.
Okay. I thought he had one.
No. I gave him mine so that he can use the new mat. I gave him that and the new mat, so he just has to replace the mat. But the point is that for a couple of days, I got in the habit of doing something good for myself every day, or at least enough, like not every day, enough during the week that not having that trampoline there to use made me feel so uncomfortable. It's reinforcing good shit, man.
Well, yeah, that's and same shit with me, man. When my treadmill took a shit last year, I was like, oh fuck, what do I do? And I'm looking on Amazon and I'm looking at all this shit. Finally, there was a company here locally, and the guy fixes and refurbishes treadmills and sells them. So I called him. He came over, and you know the story.
And I think he said basically that yours, but you would have paid. But you were like, fuck it, just give me my back. I just want it back. I want it back there.
A treadmill.
Because I love the way I feel, not just physically afterwards, but that sense of doing something, like sense of fucking getting something done that's good for you. That you maybe didn't want to do sometimes, because sometimes you get home and you're like,
oh yeah, yep. No, I got to kick, like you were saying earlier. You kick yourself in the ass.
But then once you get on, you're like, well, I'm already on it. And it's like you get on and go, I'm just gonna get off after a minute. No, you're like, fuck it, I'm on it. And then after you get on, you sweat up, and then you're like, okay, all right. And then you're done. And you're like, And then later on that night, you go, wait, I did.
I did it yesterday. I did it today. So now there are some days where, for whatever reason, like if I have something, late or whatever.
Yeah, of course, where you don't do it, but you don't feel bad about those days because there's a reason. And it's not just because you're like, some days you might be like, I don't want to do it, but you're not like, because like yesterday I was like, because some days you just take a break. It's like, I don't want to do it tonight. I'm not good. And that's cool. But you're never going to be doing that every day. The next day you're like, oh, I didn't do it last night. You're not going, I didn't do it last night. I won't do it tonight. And then a week later you're not doing it anymore. No, it's like, I didn't do it last night. I have to do it today. I don't care how I feel. I got to get on there. Like I got on today for 30 minutes and did a bounce to like 5 different songs.
Oh, yeah.
So I was bouncing to fucking some there's some Splendor in there, some Satch Dog, and
nice. Well, that's what I'm going to do when we finish with this. I'm getting my ass on the treadmill. So,
and then you get it done, and then you have the rest of the night to chill, and you've got that portion of the day done. If you get it done, it's just weird, man. Just the way my whole perspective is. But I guess going back, it's positive reinforcement, man. Just keep doing the good things.
Keeping it positive, man. Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing too. Like speaking of customer service and whatnot, and positive reinforcement. There are some Lyft drivers that don't speak very good English, but at least they try. You know what I'm saying? Like I had this guy last night. His English wasn't the best. Yeah. But he still was able to do what I told him to do. I could still communicate with the guy somewhat. So, there's a difference between being, the moist-back border hopper that doesn't want to learn English, and
here's something about that also is funny about that, man, is that you're right. At least they're trying. And did you know, of course, the vast majority of actual immigrants who are in this country legally absolutely can't stand illegal immigrants.
I know.
They fucking hate them. They like most Mexican Americans who are Mexican Americans, 90% of them fucking do not want illegals in this country.
No, and they call them paisas or something. There's some kind of name they have for them.
Yeah, it's like, get the fuck out of here, man. You're making me look like bad because they're going to confuse me. As long as you're giving the effort, man, and trying. Like, we got people calling all the time. No English? Nope, sorry. People get pissed off.
Learn English,
fuck
fucker.
You. Do something with yourself. You come over here and expect to fucking just have things happen. Well, you have to actually learn how to integrate to yourself. But that's a whole different.
Yeah, that's argument. But no, I mean, but there have been some drivers I've had that haven't had the best. I had one guy straight up ask me, he spoke English, but he said, you speak Spanish? And I was like, nah, not very well. And then, but he was still able to get me where I needed to go. We were still able to communicate.
Yeah.
And it was cool, So actually his name was Otto, which was funny too, because I said, the only words I know are bad words. I said, and I started telling him about my thing at the Rum Runner when I say, I need you to go on Hoto watch, which Hoto is a faggot.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, watch my beer. So then he was telling me that he has a friend that's Mexican that when he told him his name, he's like, is your name Hoto? He's like, no, it's Otto. So anyway, but it was still a good ride, man. So it's one thing when we see that you're trying to, as a very famous group once said, making the attempt,
Yep.
then hey, that's the main thing, man. As long as you're trying and you're doing what you need to do, not just thinking,
really
everybody's going to bow to you.
Really trying and trying to improve too. I mean, because if you're here and if you're going to be here, then why wouldn't you want to learn the language and be able to read signs and see things and communicate with people and empathetically connect with people through language? Because that is what one of the main things about languages is that empathy. When you walk by someone, you go, hey, and they go, and you go, hey, what's up? And they go, eh. You're like,
you're like,
but
what?
if they go hello, even go hi, or how are you, then you have a connection,
Right, exactly. Otherwise, you just think the person's retarded.
Yeah.
Well, they can't speak, or some
or they're
shit.
just not willing to learn they're not willing to respect the people that actually live here. It's like going into someone's home and not respecting their home.
Right. Like if they say take your shoes off when you get in my house and you keep walking around with your shoes on, well then you're a dick.
And then you wonder why you don't feel at home. It's like because you're not making yourself at home by fucking learning how to take your shoes off and learning how to fucking learn.
Right, exactly.
If you want to be at home here, make yourself at home by learning the language of the people that speak in that home. That's simple.
And here's the other thing too, man. I think just Americans too. Everybody thinks they're the next revolutionary. That's another thing I'm noticing, dude. Like everybody thinks like they're going to be the next Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. Like they're going to prove a point.
Of course.
Change shit.
Oh yeah, and everyone on social media thinks that they're going to do it through fucking hashtags and stupid virtue
keyboard warriors, man.
Yeah, virtue signals.
Keyboard revolutionary.
Yeah. But it's like, we're making change, and it's like these motherfuckers who are dressing up in fucking Antifa fucking masks and running around like the fucking idiots, beating up people in the streets.
Right. Well, how stupid is that? Well, I saw one thing. It was, I like watching these, like Degeneration Nation is one of the YouTube channels I like, and it's all these sovereign citizens doing dumb shit, and the one was this guy was in court, being your typical sovereign citizen asshole, and he basically threatened, he's like, if I wind up getting sent to prison, I will go on a hunger strike and I will refuse food. And it's like, so fucking what?
So
then
what?
you will die.
Who cares? Then you will die. Why do you?
Like nobody gives a shit if you don't eat.
Yeah, I certainly don't.
Yeah.
I don't give a flying fuck if some motherfucker doesn't eat, dude. I'm like, okay, good. Then more food for
us. More for me. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, don't eat, dude.
So yeah,
you're a fat fuck anyways. Let's see how long you last. You last longer than most because you got enough weight on you to last for a couple of years without eating. You fat fucking piece of shit.
Well, I'm gonna prove a point. I'm gonna get some change. I'm willing to die for the cause.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah, well, that's because we have enough people. Here's the thing about most people in this country, and this is another thing I've realized, man. You gotta have some kind of you gotta be doing something beyond yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Right? What are you doing for everyone else too?
Even people like a lot of people like myself. Like I'm not talking about you're doing a job like certain people's jobs. I'm not won't go into detail, but. I do provide a service, so you actually, like yourself. I won't go into detail, but your job,
I know.
Provides,
but you're right.
Provides a service that is actually helpful. So even if, and that's one of the reasons why you probably like what you do, is because you what you're doing is you're giving people something. But like some people that are working, and I'm not, and there's a difference between like that and like, well, I'm giving someone a McFucking double. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? There's a difference between like giving someone a McDouble. and giving someone something that's going to enrich their lives mentally and keep them, like there's a difference between like being a customer service agent somewhere and helping someone get their fucking whatever than actually helping someone real time, because I'm sure you have people taught you, thank you so much, it's enriched my mom's life so much.
Oh yeah, oh no, all the time. Well, that's what I do. I call all the new people on the program. So
and sometimes I get and that's why even a little bit about those people who are sitting there making those fucking McDoubles. If you just tell, hey, you did a good job. Oh, thank you. But I guess my point is that if you have something to do, like over the last year, making the music now and doing this now.
Yeah.
My fucking whole I'm a different person, and not maybe in a major fucking like, oh wow, but in some subtle ways things have shifted in my mind, and I'm not the same person that I was a year ago, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think either of us are.
Yeah, and I think it's a lot of it's because, but I think me more drastically than you, because you've had this for a decade now at least or longer.
You mean my job, the job that I do?
I'm talking about, yes, the fact you can go someplace and you can see people and you're helping people do something. Like me, I know that I'm creating stuff new. I know I have a purpose and I have things to think about beyond just my fucking job,
Well, I think a better example would be like these dickheads that, get into these MLMs or something. They're not doing shit for anybody. All they're doing is ripping people off, really, just trying to get them.
I'm talking about the majority of people don't have any focus. Like, I know that I am meant to write and make music and improv and perform. I know
Gotcha.
I know it in my fucking heart that I've known it for 2 decades. That's why I've been like, because I haven't had an outlet, haven't had a way. But now with everything going on with Zoomer, with Earthling, even with my improv group and stuff, even though I had that wasn't enough. But now it's all coming together.
Right.
And most people don't. So what they do is that's why they find God. That's why you see all these people who have shit lives and they lose their fucking kids or the kids die or so. They have nothing else in their life, so they have to find something. So what's a good thing to do? You go to church or around a bunch of people.
Or
you
something.
Find God. You can spread the word and have purpose. So you can go out and then you have a lot of people with you doing it. So you've got this group of people who are all spreading the word and you're helping people in soup drives or where the fuck you're doing.
Right, because, but it helps you. It does something for you, but it does something for the community too.
But when you don't have that, and you don't have morals, and you're also stupid or whatever, then you go, I'm going to join a fucking group of Antifa protesters, or I'm going to join a gay parade and run around in fucking my underwear showing my dick, and it makes me feel good because I'm making, whatever.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to go on YouTube and get this guy banned because he said the word nigger. Oh, no.
Well, that's the thing too, man. It's so many people don't... like they're in that, they Peter principled already. Like, their best time was when they were in their 20s. Now everything else just goes downhill.
That's such a bullshit myth, man. You're alive. Your best time is when you're fucking alive.
No, I agree. But, for a lot of people, they just don't, they sit around, they're like, oh man, I wish I was,
Unless you're blind, then you might want to die so that you can get your sight back in heaven.
Oh, hey, you know what's funny? I totally forgot about that until you just reminded me. Yeah, dude, I actually had somebody. I've had a few people. That's
why I fucking mentioned it because because I browse the Facebook. I go on there to
see what everybody's doing. Kind of a voyeur.
Yeah, every once in a I don't. But I once every day or two or something like that, I'll pop in there for a minute or two. But I don't stay on there and look at fucking shit and post. But I saw that one and I was like, dude, it's so funny. So you're saying you want me? You think I should be counting my days till I die so I can get the
look forward to death, man.
So I can get that sight. Soon. That sight that's gonna make everything right.
Yeah, exactly. I just I should probably kill myself because
don't worry.
Because I'll get myself then that way I'll get sighted quicker.
How do they not know?
Did we explain to the audience what was said or what? I don't think we did.
No, go ahead.
So basically, and I won't tell because I've had several situations where somebody actually said to me, when you die and go to heaven, you're gonna have sight again. And first of all, I say again. I've never been able to see. So what do you mean again? And secondly, what are you saying that I should very seriously consider death?
Just blowing your fucking skull out of your cranium, blowing your brain out of your cranium.
Exactly.
Or just like it's like if you get like you go, Mom, I'm bringing my family and everyone together. I just want to let you know.
I'm killing myself.
No, I've got cancer. I'm gonna see soon. I swear.
Like, guys, don't look at cancer as a negative thing. Look at it as a positive.
I'm gonna be able to see. No, here's the real deal. here's the real deal. If you actually came out and let's say you did die and you did get sight, you'd known that you have gone to hell. Because you have absolutely no idea what the fuck you're even looking at. You'll never, you know, you have no fucking idea. It's not like you're like, if you got to heaven, it'd be blind heaven, and no, that all the sounds are pure and clean, and every time I walk into it, and every time someone leaves something out, it disappears when I walk toward it. I won't fall over it, and you know, and if I think I'm somewhere, I don't have to worry about transportation. So if I want to go to Bink, I'm here. No. Hell would be where you wake up and you're sitting there
and you can see, and now you have to drive places and shit.
What is this? And that's your hand, bro. What the fuck is that? That's me. You're ugly. I don't like this. And that's your existence.
Yeah, well, and that's it. But see, this is the thing I always say, where sighted people love to put their shoes on you because they want to talk from their perspective. You know, like what they would do if they were blind. So what they think, of course, they have no fucking clue. But as opposed to walking in your shoes, you know, because I've even had arguments with people about, oh, you mean to tell me if you could see, you wouldn't take that opportunity? You know, or everybody loves to tell me about the glasses for the blind. You know, hey, you know they got these glasses for blind people? Like, thanks, nigga. You put me up on some game I didn't know about. Man, dude.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing that I think would be what I think I would do. I would like for like an afternoon or a while. Like just an afternoon to see exactly as with two eyes like everyone else. Would you be down? Would you even be down for that at all?
I don't think so, dude. Because
really? At all?
Well, here's the thing. You have sight. So for you to increase the sight you have now, I could see where you'd want that.
But it would fuck me up, man, because I'd have two eyes, and I'd be seeing out of the side of my head that I am not used to, and there'd be such more detail. I'd be like, whoa, holy fuck! I know it would be fucking crazy. Yeah. But the thing is, just to have an idea of what it is.
An idea.
An idea of what sight is. Oh, boy. But seriously, just to have a concept of what it is, like, okay, now I understand what it is at all. Or are you no, I don't even care.
For me, I think it would just be too scary, dude. It would be too fucked up. You know, like, it's something... It would be like all of a sudden if somebody said, hey, would you like to have 4 legs instead of 2? You know, would just...
Yeah, exactly. That's a very good point, man. It's a very interesting... Because most people don't think about this, you know?
No, hell no.
Because most people don't think about what we think about.
No, we're deeper thinkers than they are. Shit. Oh, so the other shit I was gonna say, man. You know, there's a lot of chicks that like to talk about creepy guys, and guys are creepy, and this guy. Because, dude, if you even show interest in a woman, you're a creep.
Well, no. I'll explain exactly how it works, Max.
Okay.
If you are a guy that a woman does not find attractive,
then you're creepy, right?
Then you're creepy. If you are a guy that she does find attractive, then it's awesome. So it all depends on whether she finds you worthy of her time. If you are worthy and you make a move, then oh my God, you're a brave soul, and you took the plunge. You stuck out your hands. If you aren't a guy who's creepy, then if you aren't a guy she finds attractive, then you are creepy and you are harassing her, and it's me too, and you are just dead away from me.
Well, I got another theory on this though, dude. I think heterosexual sex is becoming a dinosaur. Like, people are starting, like if you're not having sex with the same sex or with young kids or with animals or some deviant sex, like the shit that was considered deviant sex at one time is now actually considered normal sex. Heterosexual sex is actually what's now being considered the deviant sex.
That's the way it's the way our society is. Same thing with tattoos. If you do not have a tattoo, then you are weird.
Yeah, well, we're both weird then.
I don't want tattoos and don't like them. I am actually weird. People go, what? What's wrong with? Why are you so discriminatory? I'm like, it's not discriminatory. I don't like fucking tattoes.
Yeah, I don't want that shit on my body, man.
I have no desire to have one, and I don't like looking at them. Honestly, I don't think they're great. I'm like, oh, that's okay. That's a neat tattoo. Okay, they think they're ugly. So what? Oh wow, big deal.
What's
just like I'll never fuck anything up the ass. I'll never have anything fuck me up the ass. Asses are not meant to be fucked in.
Right.
They are not meant to have something just like a chick, dude. If a chick wants to suck on the end of my dick and doesn't want to take the whole fucking shaft down her fucking throat I don't believe that a 7 or 8 inch long fucking utensil is meant to go down your throat. So if you don't want to do that, I'm not gonna be like, man, bitch, you need to take my whole cock down your throat.
Right. Well, the fact she put it in her mouth is still good.
Well,
right?
well, of course. No, the point. Yeah, what I'm talking about the tip. I'm talking about those motherfuckers like you need to deep throat this shit, bitch.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like, dude. Okay, all right, dude, homie. Why don't you take a fucking spoon and just slide it down your throat back and forth, an 8-inch spoon. Just go back and forth down your fucking throat, and you tell me how really good that feels for you, bro. Because I bet it doesn't feel fucking good because it's not fucking supposed to happen. Just like having like ass sex. It's okay to fuck in the ass. Everyone should, I don't think it's meant to have. You're not meant to have an 8-inch object shoved in your asshole.
Well, obviously that's the new straight sex.
but my point is like if you're not experimenting with stuff like that, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's the push, it's the boundary, man. The boundaries are being pushed just like now, like I've mentioned, they're called they're MAPs. That's what they call themselves now.
Are these people that want to fuck little kids?
Yeah, peds are not pedophiles. Are not pedophiles. That's an awful word. That's a stigma. They're MAPs.
Oh.
They are minor attracted people.
Oh, so it's okay. So that we should allow them to fuck little kids, or what's?
Well, I mean, what's the age? I mean, what is consent? I mean, in the old days, 13-year-olds were getting married. I mean, the actual age when a woman bleeds and she can have a child. So why shouldn't she be? Or when a man, man is 13, Well, that's okay because boys love to be fucked by 25-year-old women because when I was 12, if I was fucked by a 25-year-old, me and my friends would be smacking each other's hands, high-fiving each other, bro.
Oh yeah, but if you got fucked by a 25-year-old dude, that'd be a little different, man.
Of course, because that's awful.
Yeah, well, that's it. But that's the new. That's what it is.
Well, see, that's the thing. I was joking because if I told my friends that I was 12 and I was fucking a 25-year-old, I would look at that person. They would look at me and go, "That's not." Even at 12, we wouldn't be like, "Hey, bro, I fucked Mrs. Johnson last night." It'd be like, "She's 25, bro." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I have because I used to have little crushes on my teachers and shit like that.
Yeah, of course. But I'm talking about like right. But if you really did, and do you'd be mind fucked, dude, by that? It wouldn't be something like, "Hey, yeah, I was 12, and I fucked this 25-year-old teacher."
I don't know because I haven't been there, man. I could say what.
Okay, all right, awesome. A 12-year-old girl was fucked by her 25-year-old teacher. Would you say that's not different? You're doing exactly the same shit, dude. They're 12-year-old children.
But here's the thing. I haven't been there, so I couldn't say for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure, yeah, I probably would be mind fucked. But, right now, sitting in my armchair, I'm like, oh, that would be dope, man.
Yeah, because you're an idiot, dude. Sorry.
So, hey, man, that's my shit. I like older women. I've always liked
older women. Okay. No. But I'm talking about, the age difference for children, like any child. All right, you're 6.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Well,
okay, that's
so what's the age? You're 10.
Right.
You're 10. Till 10 and 12, 2 years, not that much difference. See where the line draws? See where people? That's what's happening now. Is that okay? Because first it started out as, and this is a crazy idea, and it's gonna be seen as fucking homophobic or whatever. But see, when you push boundaries, like say, okay, it's okay to fuck other men and women, and it is. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't fucking care what you fuck.
Right.
I have
as long as it's not kids, man.
Yeah, as long as it's not kids under the age of 12 and they're chicks. We gotta
or
have
boys either. Man.
Oh, what? No. Boys are fine at 12. It's just chicks or not. You just said it.
Hey, no, hold on, man. You're putting words in my mouth now.
I'm just fucking with you. Is what I'm doing.
I'm just thinking about my personal, my personal shit. Yeah,
but see, I guess that's the point. Is that the boundaries go from, dude. It's kind of weird when you fucking men and women. Men when fucking women. It's completely accepted, but not only accepted, but it's awesome because gays are awesome.
Now here's the weird thing, though. I don't know what say a 25-year-old chick would find attractive about a 12-year-old. That's what's kind of fucked up.
Because they're pedophiles.
Jesus.
Why would? Yeah. That's the whole point. Why would they? What would you? Okay, what about a 25-year-old man finding about a 12-year-old girl? You know that because it's obvious.
Yeah.
It's fucking pedophilia. It's sick. There's something wrong with it. Either way, doesn't matter which way. They're children. That's when they're children. They're not male, female. That goes out the window to me. It doesn't fucking matter. Well, it doesn't matter anyways. If it like men, like because the same thing applies to adult. And we're going on a tangent here. We were talking about how sex is kind of deviant now. Deviant sex is celebrated.
Deviant sex is what's accepted. Yeah, I mean, if you're telling me that pedophiles now have a new label minor attracted people.
Yeah, look it up.
That's fucking
maps.
Dude.
They call themselves maps, and then the big thing now is, well, we're not acting upon it, so let us have our pictures of children naked or whatever, and they're not acting upon it.
I mean, if you obviously if you're gonna jack off over it, that's your thing. We can't control what you do in your mind. We don't want to get in that fucking.
Once you cross over, but it's never gonna be accepted. It's not you're gonna be at a party going, yeah, I jack off over.
Oh yeah, dude, the little kid porno I'd be watching on fucking.
Yeah, it's not. Well, I don't do anything to the kids. We're gonna go.
Yeah, you'd never want to admit that shit. The problem is when they take it to the next level and they're like, now I gotta fucksify me a little boy.
No, the problem is that when they want it accepted. They want it accepted now that yes, I do find children attractive, but I do not do anything with them.
I mean,
and then that leads to, well, why can't I? At what age is it appropriate? Because I mean, really, a 12-year-old is developed in a lot of ways. I mean, if you can blow a load, then shouldn't you be able to fuck anything you want? See, that's where it gets cloudy, and it shouldn't. There should be a 18.
Well,
by
okay,
law,
like I said, if
this
is what you if this is what you jack off over and that's your thing, handle your business, do what you do. We can't control what you do in your mind, but the minute you want to take it outside of your mind, that's when
that does fucking include having pictures of children, because someone had to take those fucking pictures of fucking naked kids.
Yeah, there's some nasty fucker taking pictures.
And that's fuck no. Those kids do not have consent. They do not have the mind to be able to object to that. No, none of that. So someone can say, well, I'm just looking at pictures of fucking kids. Yeah, those kids were exploited for you to look at those children. No, you don't get to look. You see a boy down the street on the playground. You go in your room and close the door. Your fucking business. It's disgusting. It makes me want to puke thinking about it.
But it's your.
But you don't go download some pictures and think it's cool because you're not harming anyone. Downloading those fucking pictures is harming fucking children because they are being exploited and being shown in ways that are disgusting.
See, people need to have a better imagination, man. Instead of needing porno online, just make up your own jack fantasy in your head.
I don't watch porn.
I don't either. I don't really watch.
Yeah,
no,
I
think porn's boring.
I think it's fucking ridiculous. Oh God! Oh, take my cock. Now,
I will tell you, there are some stories that are written like online,
but those are descriptives of things.
Right,
and it's anybody's thing. Like, I just don't find them. I don't. I mean, I like I said, whatever floats your boat, that's cool. As long as it's not exploiting people who can't make the decision for themselves to be exploited.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, like I like listening to what is it, 66Y? I think is one of the websites, and they have a bunch of dirty stories, incest, mother and son stories and shit. So I've got my jackums on over that. Before.
All right, I'm not going there. I'm not even going to talk about what I get my jackums off over. And I think we should stop that conversation right where it goes.
Well, I'm a sick fuck anyway.
You're a sick fuck. So everyone else, if you like that, hopefully they skim. I didn't say anything wrong. It's all good.
No, I don't give a shit if they do. I mean, it's like and I'm not talking about kids either. I'm talking about dude in his 20s is fucking his 50-year-old mom. I think that's hot.
That's fucking crazy, dude. But all right, well, you can admit to whatever. So that's the thing. Everyone wants to admit to all their shit too. See, that's another thing about it. And it's nothing wrong with it. Obviously, that's the way our society is. But I don't think it's anybody else's business. And I really, guess what? I didn't want to know that, dude. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to know that shit. I might say something basic like, I don't get into porn, but I'm not gonna go, well, I like to watch dudes getting stuck by fucking pigs while fucking women piss on their faces and get shit on by dolphins. Like, all right, I didn't need to know. It's like, hey, do you watch porn? No. Well, you know what I like.
Right. Well, it's kind of like a guy who's telling you a story about a very descriptive sexual story about a chick he was with.
No, I understand, but you say, yeah, I like descriptive stories. Like this one time, I heard a story about a boy who saw his dog, his Doberman Pinscher, and his Doberman just gripped him by his fucking, whatever.
Oh, I was just giving examples of shit that I do get off on some internet shit sometimes.
That's great. I don't give a fuck what you get off of. So,
but I don't watch videos. I don't do any of that dumb shit because that's how you get viruses.
I just don't watch porn. I'll leave it at that for me.
Porn is boring.
Privacy is important to me still, so I won't tell anybody what the fuck I like most of the time. Especially not on a fucking radio show.
You got your shit. I got my shit. You know, we all got.
So anyways, we went on a tangent there. So what else we got?
Speaking of, well, this is kind of funny. That was a funny little segue because I've joined these barefooter groups. This goes back to the revolutionary thing I'm talking about, dude. Where everybody thinks they're gonna change some shit, and dude, a lot of these barefooters, they get in there and they talk about, I went to Walmart and the clerk told me I couldn't go be in there with no shoes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They get into arguments with the clerk, and it's like, man, dude, really?
Put some fucking shoes on.
Yeah, exactly. It's very simple.
It's sanitary in as well. That's a store with food in it. Put some fucking shoes on.
Yeah, well, I mean, just why not? It's the rule of the establishment.
Yes,
if you want to go in there, put your shoes on. That's what you do.
They do. They really have this foot now. It's a foot right thing, right? It's a foot right.
Yeah, a right to be barefoot.
It's just like the fat right people who are really fucking huge and want to be able to have two seats and only pay for one on a fucking plane or make everyone else uncomfortable. And they say it's their right and fat shaming and all this horse shit.
Oh yeah, totally. Or they call them here's what they call shoes in there. They call them foot coffins. So I joined those things because I was hoping to meet some women.
No.
But,
they're trying to fucking change people's ideas to make their. This is another thing about having too much fucking time on your hands, having a crusade about things and being on the internet. You're in your own little bubble, like these people. I bet there are people who don't do anything else. Like the people that run that fucking site, that's what they do.
There's a main guy who runs the group.
That's his job, dude. That's what he does for his life. His purpose is to fucking have a foot coffin fucking revolution where shoes are no longer needed or wanted, right?
Yeah, that's just what it is. That's totally what it is. I mean, he even posts in there, we need more people to promote awareness about barefooting and anyone who wants to moderate our sites and all this other.
Dude, they have too much fucking time on their hands. They have no purpose, so they're generating a fucking purpose out of their fucking meager existence. And so they come together and they fucking make this fucking thing that's completely niche and completely ridiculous. Because there's a reason why people wear shoes, and it's not because of some oppressive fucking culture. It's because it protects your feet. And it protects your feet, especially walking around these fucking conditions. Well, you can gain fucking calluses on your feet, okay, but also what about your fucking foot? What about
funguses
sanitary stuff? Yeah, right.
Well, I'll tell you, some of that shit's just scary. Like, I mean, I prefer to wear shoes outside. You know what I'm saying? That's just my shit. Well,
because people are batshit crazy right now because of our society. Like here's another thing. Like there's this company called Forever 21, right?
Okay.
And they had a partnership with Atkins. So for every pair of jeans they sent out, they also sent out an Atkins bar. Because they're promoting thin, Forever 21, be healthy, Atkins bar, the Atkins diet.
Okay.
Well, guess of course what happened.
Somebody got offended, right?
And guess why they were offended?
Because it's trying to keep people thin, and if people want to be fat, it's their right.
Not only that, but it's fat shaming because it's telling people that they need an Atkins bar, that they need
Jesus
that they
Christ.
need a fucking Atkins bar.
I think we need another world war, man, to get people's minds off dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's fucking ridiculous.
The only thing that'll get you, because, I mean, fuck, dude, people are fighting for dumbass causes that really aren't shit.
Barefooting and fat shaming and being considered a fucking dragon as being normal and being also the LGBTQ
HIV, whatever the fuck it is.
Whatever, it's insane, dude, and and just a perfect example. They're all being broken down into their little groups, like little smaller groups.
Right. We're barefooters. Yeah. Actually, this one group is called Barefoot is Legal. That's the name of that group. And then there's another one, Society for Barefoot Living. Like I said, you know why I joined, obviously.
Of course, because you're a sick fuck. But
I'm a sick fuck, exactly.
But these people are like making an admission. It's like, why? It's your religion now. It's like it's the same thing with these people that say everything is racist.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Everything. You're a racist.
Look at you, shooed people. You shooed. That's what they call them, shooed. Those people were shooed.
Well, and it's the same thing with CITES. Like the blindos calling people CITES. We all break it up, and that's a general thing. But They call it shoe.
I base it on the behavior.
I bet they think we're like imprisoned by our fucking shoes. Like we're being like
we don't know what we're missing. We're being enslaved
and persecuted and oppressed by the fucking foot coffins we have to wear.
Al Bundy is our master, our slave master.
I don't have shoes on right now. It's perfect, but I am not going down on the asphalt down there. Well, if you had calluses on your feet, you wouldn't feel the heat on your feet. I'm like, why would I want
calluses?
Why would I want fucking my feet to feel like a fucking baseball mitt? I don't want my feet to feel like a baseball mitt.
Yeah, well, these people, that's what, dude, some of these people, they'll go to the store. Oh, I was at Walmart, and then I went here, and I went there, and I was barefooted the whole time. It's like, all right, nigga. Well, hey. I mean, like I said, if you want to do that, that's your business. Yeah. But understand, you're going to run up against, if the clerk tells you can't be in here with no shoes on, guess what?
Guess what? You can't be there. Then put on some fucking shoes. Carry some shoes in your backpack and slip them on.
That's
all you got to do. Put on some slippers. Put on some sandals. Even sandals.
Well, yeah, that's that one chick that I used to talk to on Experience Project. That's what she would do. She'd just keep some flip-flops in her purse, and, if they made her put shoes on, she would put them on.
Yeah.
She didn't fight with them, No,
you shouldn't fight with them. And that's the thing, because people want their small little groups to be considered minorities so they can be considered victims, so they can get special treatment. They want special treatment. They want to be allowed to do whatever they want to do when they want to do it, and so they make themselves into victims.
I'm a snowflake sandwich.
Yeah. My feet. So many people are oppressive to us. They just don't understand. Yeah, because you're a minority. You're a smaller group of people. It's so bad. So what?
Exactly.
Oh no, we're gay. We're no one understands us. Yeah, you're a minority. You're a small group of people. I'm a visually impaired dude. I'm 10% of the population has worse vision than I do.
Yeah.
So what? Life's tough. Everyone has that. Mr. Rich white dude right up there, dude, you know what he is? He's a fucking atheist. He's probably about 25% of the population. He is a minority, even though he's rich. That fucking rich dude up there right there, that other rich white dude, man, he's fucking, whatever. He's got something he does. He likes foot. He wants to fucking be a foot person. And while he makes a lot of money, when he walks around barefoot, people persecute him. Oh my God, he's such a little.
What a horrible guy. Yeah, well, fucking dude, it's just, it's like if you're not comfortable with yourself, what would you, obviously, why should you care if people talk shit about you being barefooted?
Yeah, or just you have to adapt to the society.
Exactly.
And that's why that's why the same thing with going back to the language.
The English.
You have to adapt to what your society is. If your society is majority of certain things, it's probably a good idea to adapt and work it out.
Yeah. It's better than fighting with it and going, okay, well, this is a losing battle. It's like being a sovereign citizen, man. Like, what are you going to change by saying, I don't answer questions? I don't fucking consent to the search. Stand down, or whatever.
No, yeah, and then they group up and they become, like I said, a group that's fighting together. They're small and they're a band together.
Yep, because with their help, it's strength in numbers, man.
And it happens with everyone. It's happening even now with the moderates, the people that are in the center with all this craziness going on. We're doing the same thing. We're banding together, and the trick is not to get to the point where we think that we're just some insulated group that, we're victims and we're the middle people, the people that actually have sense and common sense and who aren't fucking far right, who aren't far left. We're that actually have a fucking mind and don't want to have illegals come in here and get free health care. Like all the Democratic Party candidates want. They want illegal immigrants to be able to have free health care.
Yep. Well, they already got them voting. I think they vote, dude.
That's the one thing. They want them voting and having free care. People that aren't actually citizens here, that just come in here, walk in here, can come in on election day, vote, and get a fucking teeth cleaning and a fucking prostate exam, and then go back to their country and not pay for any of it.
Right, and go taco burrito enchilada. Look what we got.
Not even that. Fucking Canadian bacon, fucking poutine, whatever,
Poutine?
Poutine, whatever. Poutine. What that shit is, that Canadian shit, that fry-covered gravy.
Oh, the plantains? The
poutine.
Bananas?
Poutine.
Poutine.
It's fucking cheese-covered fries, like gravy-covered cheese fries.
I gotta ask, who I need to ask is G Motors.
Oh, yeah, he'll know what that is. He'll go, oh, yeah, poutine. Yeah.
Ah, shit. I've heard of plantains, which are bananas.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, if they come down from Canada and get some free shit, I don't care where you come from. From the UK, you're an immigrant who's not legal. If you're illegally here and you're getting free health care, then you're not. It's just crazy. But that's one of the platforms, man. So.
Yep. Yeah, that's
we're losing our fucking minds. And anyway, I'm rambling.
What
else do you got, man?
That's pretty much it, man. I think we pretty much covered it.
Heated discussion.
Unless you got anything else.
A heated discussion. Little fucking. Let's see. Do I have anything else?
By the way, sorry, my phone rang there a second ago, man. Somebody was calling me. I'll call him back.
Oh no, I don't have. I'm actually not at the moment, man. I think everything's good, man. I think we're all for the real. We're good, man.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, hey, that was
That was a fantastic fucking thing. Show.
The show.
I'm gonna forget I heard like half of it just because it's traumatic of what I don't know. I don't need to hear anything else. My brain is. I'm just gonna wipe half of that from my brain. But anyways, I'll keep most of it. This is the 27th of fucking July 2019. I am the cruise control.
And I am the Maxwell Silverhammer.
And this has been you
fucked it up, man.
No, you fucked it up.
Say some shit. You know, we always say our names, then we say that's the story there, bitches.
You're absolutely right. So guess what?
That's the story there, bitches.
No, you fucked it up.
No, you fucked it up.
No, you fucked it up. Fuck you.